Good morning. Happy pre-FOMC day. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. Have positions here. For you level 2 members, you know exactly what I did probably. But anyway, it's all up there. I stopped out some. I got short some. I lost some. I won some. And I won more. Because we're in the process here of controlling our risk. Good morning, Raymond. So after hanging out with the level 2 members this morning and talking about markets, I decided I needed to get off and start trading. I didn't make any trades this morning until a few minutes ago. Trading E-minis, going long off 20, and now I'm short on micros. So 'tis the trade. All you level 2 guys know why I probably took the trade, but yeah, we had all this discussion around these levels off of a market profile chart and some other things. So here I am, right? I'm now trading these micros, and I'm showing you up here my entries and my stops. See where I entered here and stopped here? You see the red lines? Maybe a little hard to see. And then notice I scaled above these highs here. And then my winner is much bigger in distance, and I'm still holding some. Haha! So, you know, it's the same stuff I've just been demonstrating to you guys. Let's take some off here. We'll let one go on the NASDAQ. How about that? All right. So NASDAQ, same exact stinking thing, right? Stopped. Got short here. Wrong short term. Stopped out. Got short again. And now right for a bigger move. See how that works, guys? It's just risk management. You could be wrong on the trade a bunch of times. See that? So, wait a second. Did I? No, I still should be short. What the heck's going on here? Why is it not showing my, that is weird. I might be needing to go into the chart settings. Hold on. Symbol. Yep, that's it right there. Whoop, boom. All right, there you go. Anyway, so that was roughly my position right there, because I scaled into that with my stop right here. Thesis being this needed to hold it up. So I almost stopped out. I thought I was going to get stopped out, but now I'm not. So now I'm in a nice trade, right? Same with the E-mini. I'm in a nice trade. See that? Let's see if we can outperform this market. Boom, we're out. All right, let's get long. And 1 hour is about there. All right, do the same thing on the NAS. Long is about there and there, maybe? No. Nope, that's not right. Okay. There and there. Yep, a little bit more. Hesitation on the DOM. Get out of the NASDAQ as well, if we can. Let's tighten up that stop. There it is. Okay. let me go out into all the world here on Twitter and my Discord and let folks know I'm live streaming. Just a sec. Just a second. Anyway, spent a lot of time in Discord this morning. Let's see. Level 2. At Level 2 traders, members, live streaming YouTube. So they got a big overview of why I didn't take trades this morning, essentially, and then a bunch of other nuanced things about the market this morning. So that's the level 2 YouTube membership, and I'm hoping that members are appreciating it and liking what they're getting. Level 2 YouTube videos with I think, well, I know it's deep alpha. So, you know. Oh, sorry. There we go. All right, let's see. But I hope they appreciate it. Doing a little bit more Discord this week than I had planned to, spending hours and hours and hours in there talking to traders, which has been a good time. Been a good time. Get to learn about what you guys do, and a lot of you just get to learn about what I'm doing. Ooh, market sweep. Creating weakness. You got to get out. All right. Live streaming. YouTube. Now. All right. Big sweep. Big market sweep there. Interest still to buy at 27.50. You can see it on the footprint. When you get that, you got to get back. You got to get out. They're going to go hit stops above into 29, 29.5 likely. So just FYI. Oh, that's what that is. Let's see if I can keep up live on this thing here. Okay, so all right, let me go make a post on Twitter real quick. Right. So if any of you guys are like, Micro Mike, sweet man, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Lots more to come over the months, right? You guys are just getting a little exposure to the TYP brain, just a little bit. I'm really trying not to jump too far ahead and keeping it all to the level, trying to keep it more related to the level 2 stuff, all the level 2 videos, which they're fairly deep dives in the market, with specific setups. Again, A+ setup. But I'm not trying to get too far ahead. I'm trying to keep it relevant to the videos I've put out. And then the next month, when I put out 3 more videos, right, I'm going to focus that whole month primarily on putting out analysis that expands on all of that in the Discord. That's my goal. Is to now I'm going to get distracted by market profile and footprint and making live market calls. You guys have heard that all day already, right? And yesterday. But so that's a distraction for me. I do get distracted doing that. But that's not my intent, right? I think someone asked me on YouTube, "Do you make live market calls?" I said, "No." Now, do you guys? Hey, pause. Good morning. Mike. Hey, buddy. Hey, Bam. Um, Do you guys know about the live market calls? Do I want to lead with that? Do I promise it? No. Do you know what ends up happening? Right? Squirrel. Squirrel! Turns off power. Oh man, that sucks. Good morning, Dirk. The Hepinator. Um, so there they go. They broke 29 halves. You know what? That's why I was out of my short. Is this on this footprint when they swept this here and it didn't go anywhere? No follow through. So they swept it. It's profit taking, but then they left an incomplete auction here. And what was my stop? 2 points. They'll probably go take that stop out. So I know my position is then suspect. So did I take 0.5 R's on the trade? I did, right? But that's a real life thing. That's a real time thing. Much harder for me to do sometimes on the Discord without you guys seeing the same charts, which is why on Discord sometimes I'll live stream my charts, but for the most part I'm just talking about the market in real time, right? I'm just saying I think this will happen because of this, this, and this. You know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but you know, I share my thought process and it's decent most of the time. But anyway, yeah, you guys know. You guys know that we end up talking about markets and getting ideas for trades in real time. It's fun, right? The only way to test the validity of your concepts is to test it on the hard right edge. You know what the hard right edge is? It's this. It's this on your chart. This is the hard right edge. This is the edge with teeth that chews us all up. So your hypotheses and your ideas about the market are only valid if you can turn it into ideas that make you money at this edge. If your ideas are all hindsight, then you're not converting your ideas to money. So do we talk about ideas in real time? Yes, we do. Do I all the time? Of course I do. When I say I don't know, do I say I don't know? I just want to compare. I want like level 2 members to like compare what I promised you on YouTube versus what you're getting, right? I just want people to know that I'm consistent. That's all. So, yes, am I marketing the service I'm selling a little bit? Sure, but I'm asking you guys if what you're getting is what I promised. And is it a little bit more like I said I would provide? Yeah, it is. It's a little more. Right? Did you get extra chart books? Of course, you did. Right? Do you get a little bit more on the Discord than I thought I was going to give you guys? Yeah, right? I'm an impassioned trader. I get sucked in. That's going to happen. So, anyway, I'm just letting you guys letting you guys know here on YouTube. If you guys are like, I don't know about this TYP guy. There's we have a decent amount of members now, and lots of cool people that have their own alpha, their own edge, that have been profitable in the markets for years themselves, and it's just a cool place to learn. So anyway, $50 a month will get you some chart books, gets you Discord with all of that live activity, and then it's been fun. It's been popping. It's been a good time. There's a few people who are still loitering in there, haven't said anything. If you go look at their email accounts, they were just made. So, you know, people do the whole create a brand new account, do what they do with that. Won't give you guys ideas, but I had Discord members back when Trade Your Plan was a free Discord, and some people in there admitted to me what they do with other places, with memberships. So I know what you're doing. Some of you have, we'll just call it lower integrity than the rest of us. So I know who you are in there. It's all good. I can't police everybody, but for the people that are talking and are real people, not doing those things. It's awesome. It's awesome to have you guys in there and to talk to people every day about markets. So I appreciate everybody in there very much. So, which is why I love sharing what I share. So with the end result, the end goal being we're all going to get to be better traders. Do you guys know? Do you guys remember the conversation that I had with Super Walnuts yesterday about the inverted head and shoulder play? Do you guys see it now? Do you see the depressed right shoulder on the E-mini? I see how it's a better setup. Why? Gets rid of supply. You guys know what I'm talking about. You level 2 people that were in Discord yesterday. And you're seeing it play out here. What? What? Yep. Adrian, what's cracking, buddy? Hey, good morning, James. No plan. I love it. No plan trading. Well done. Dirk says, I prefer you trade my account directly. Oh, jeez. Yeah, doesn't Sierra chart allow for that? Now, I, there was a guy there that. So I'm on Linux, as a lot of you know. So I'm on Linux, and you guys know that if you look at the Linux thread, ER Trader there talks about where you trade multiple accounts, there's a problem with Linux in that. And then Sierra Chart responded and said, we don't think it's a system level problem or an operating system level problem. It might be a Sierra Chart problem. So maybe it's not a Linux problem, but Dirk, unfortunately, I don't quite trust that functionality of Sierra Chart. So sorry, buddy. Putting on the tinfoil hat for this long. Yeah, buddy. Do it. Nothing wrong with that. To the moon. So I always say take profit into the breakout. The breakout is the neckline. You guys, the neckline is here. All right. So TP1 should be, in my opinion, TP1, if you got long there, TP1 should be off. Right? Because if half of breakouts fail, then do you want to be out there? Yeah. Okay. So now you're thinking more like a professional trader, de-risking with profits and then letting one go. If you're long one, well then maybe to the moon, right? Maybe target 38 or something. But, 38's then also nuts and bolts. So good luck with that one. Nuts and bolts in a downtrend. Okay. Yeah. They're like, nuts and bolts? What are you talking about? BBWC. Come on now. BBWC. So you level 2 guys have gotten the nuts and bolts video on BBWC, so you know all the little nuances of that and what makes it the very best one, right? I'm not going to go over it again here, lest I give everybody who watches this all the edge you guys now have. You're like, what? I'm not going to give all the YouTubers all the edge. No, you guys are paying for that. I want you guys to have it. Basically only. So anyway, we're up 256 points on micros, ES. So what is that? 1,056 times 5, 50 times 5, 250, 6 times 5, 30, 280. So we're up $1,280 on micros. We're up 262 points on MNQs. So 262 times 4, 250. I'm sorry, times 2. 250 times 2 is 500. Remainder 12. 12 times 2 is 24. So what is that? 524 and 1250 something. So 17 something. It's not bad for garbage time. It's not bad. Again, the long was right off the 20 level, right? Which is why you guys heard me on Discord say, I gotta go make trades. I need to focus. and then I got off. But what were we talking about right before that, right? We're talking about the 16, 17, 18 mark being a likely reversal zone, right? So when I see what I see, and I see the market starting to make a turn on volume, hey, get long. Get long, brother man, sister man, get long, right? Go take a trade. Finally, my first E-mini trade of the day right there. I'm happy. I have a win under my belt. I'm a 100% win rate trader on E-minis. Did I stop out on micros? Look on the chart. Yes, I did. Look, right here. Short here, stop out here. Get short again here. Stops were here. Take profit here. Notice it's 2 R's. Take profit here. Oh, my profit was from here to here. Notice something, guys. I'm not going to say it. See that? Repeatable edge. That's all we're looking for, my friends. Oh, Daniel Teixeira. So sorry, where can I build? Where can I build a workspace like yours? Sierra chart is what I'm using, and the operating system I'm using is Linux Mint 20.3. So if you want me to give you a look around here? You want me to give you a look around? Let's see. We'll turn off this thing here. Turn it off. Here's the, let's see, here's the top left. So here's TPO charts, 5-minute charts. Remember what I said, guys, in the Discord? Mean reversion, back, what? Into the channel. I gave everybody my thoughts. I think we're more likely to do mean reversion back to the channel. So when this delayed in here, we built volume here. That's when I decided I'm going to go take my long, right? So my long was from here to here. That's it. Then I was hunting a short. So, I took 5 points on the E-mini times contracts, and then I'm out. Now I'm looking for guards. So this is the sweet move. The sweet move is back into the channel, and then, look, just hold on. Hold, hold, hold. Da 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 da. Oh. Yeah, all these charts are my own. Again, we have a level 2 membership for $50 a month, and I'm sharing a lot of these charts with members. So I'm just slowly sharing stuff. So, there's something called a HUD, which is this guy, right? This is a chart book that I built. It took me a long time to figure it out with all these relative volume bars, T+1, and all this stuff. And so I shared this first with everybody, and then, I'll make a video about, hey, here's how to use it. It's good stuff. And then I shared, let's see, the volume chart here, and then I've done a video on it, right? With the idea being here, I'm willing to share this chart with you. Hold on. I'm willing to share this chart with you, and I'm also going to do a video on how to use it. So that's what I did. So that video is for level 2 YouTube members only. So you sign up, you pay for it, and then you immediately get access to a bunch of videos. So it's cool. It's a cool. Oh. Oh, Daniel, it's in like the main channel. Like if you go to my main channel, it's in like join. There's a join button up there, and then you could just see what the perks are. So no website. Like I guess YouTube My YouTube channel is my website in a way, right? It all integrates. The reason I'm using it is because it's really, really easy. Really easy for me. All right. I need to get this treadmill popping here. You guys realize that I haven't turned my no, I did I did reset my treadmill today. Yay. Okay, I'm 4 miles in now. I thought it was still not reset from the other days. Anyway, I see comments from lots of members up here. Volume node break is not going well. Giacomo or Giaco music. Giaball. Um, I could rename it for you, Giaco, but if you could do it, that's great. Um, we have members that haven't synced up their names, so it's like again, that's a tough one for me, right? Uh, Anton says his treadmill video coming next month. Yeah, that's the really really valuable one, Anton. In case you guys don't know, Anton is a full-time comedian. He only does trading on the side. Anton, you make me happy. All right, let's see. This is going to turn into a different trade. All right. All right. Ba, 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 ba. Mm, mm. All right, there we go. My treadmill pattern. All right, let me see here. Very nice, guys. Pause, sharp man. Pause has already been asking questions about higher time frame nuts and bolts. And Pause, you already figured out another one. Good for you, my friend. And yes, there's all kinds of little tidbits about look above and fail BBWC. And those ones give you the best risk reward. Aha! But they are not the best high probability setup, by the way. Ha ha ha! But very sharp, my friend. Very sharp. Mm-mm-mm. Da, da, da. All right, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything from anybody up here. Yeah, boy. Anyway, we've all been pretty active all in the Discord already this morning, right? I mean, harder for me to just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk after talking and talking on Discord all morning. But here we are. All right. Let's see. Ah, my wife is sending pictures of my son in a Hawaiian outfit. Oh my goodness, he's cute. Oh, Chris K. Appreciate it, my friend. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Um, you'll get to learn all about me. I do an introduction, and a lot of other members have done introductions as well. Appreciate it. All right, there we go. My son looks cute in that outfit. Wait, did I just stop out some of that position? Yeah, I think so. Oh well. Oh well. There's a let's see here. 2 times 125 on the book here at 53.50. They just filled it all. Let's see if there's any ice here. Nope. Right through it. No plan trading. Big blocks coming through. Yeah, definitely. I see it. I see it. Yeah, thanks, Paul. I think so. It'll get better and better, right? People will learn more where to post. People are still posting in the lounge where they should be posting in uh, the trading floor, the pit channel. People are still posting in the lounge when they should be posting in level 2 about videos. People are posting in the lounge when they should be asking questions in the Sierra chart or software program channel where we can all discuss and share our chart books. Right? It's okay. I'm not on anybody. It's again, I'm not really moderating like that, but kindly over time we will let folks know, hey, I can't pay attention to all these positions right now, by the way. I can't talk and trade. All right. Get out some of the 1R here. You see that? All right. Lock it in. Oh, no, it's not you, Mike. It's a little bit of all of us, isn't it? Right? That's all. It's not you. It's all of us. We'll just look. It's early. It's early. Mainly, I just want people to feel comfortable there and to just post. If you do it in the wrong channel, oh well. Right? Just post. Get involved. That's the most important thing here. Get involved. Get involved. Have fun. Learn. Ask good questions. Share your ideas. Right? And the structure is you've got me on the hook for any question about my level 2. And I will address it. I'll address it in live streams for you guys. I'll address it in Discord for you guys. I'll address it in the Discord chat for you guys. Right? All while I trade my own money sometimes at the open, and maybe you don't see me for the first hour. That's okay. It's all good. All right, let's trail out one of these at 1R. It's all good. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, just doing my live trading thing and showing you guys it actually works. Not one of these people who's giving you stuff about the market after the fact. You guys know how I roll in the Discord. It's all real time. And I don't do any selling in the Discord, do I? I just talk about markets. I try to convince you why context is king. And then I share my context. All right, we're going to get out. We stopped out. You see the arrow on the screen? You see it? Bing, bing. Fine. Did we almost get our stop tagged? Yup. What was protective about it, guys? What was protective? You guys should know. Anyway. I don't really understand your question, Daniel. Is it an execution question? Or like, are you asking, do I incorporate market profile into my trading for big picture in order to execute? The answer to that question would be yes. But do I execute off of a market profile TPO chart? No. I execute off of a DOM. So I have a DOM up. And the DOM is overlaying all the levels that I put up from every other chart. So you see how these charts have all these lines and shaded areas and stuff like that? Right? Right here. You see this? All this? Well, those areas come in from higher time frame stuff. So this is actually on a larger chart. It's here. It comes from this oval, and it says likely time and volume to fill. All right, I've had that in since the weekend where I discussed this with members. Now, is that part of the membership? No. Do I just like talking about markets and educating people? Yes. Do I do it every weekend? Do I promise to do that? No. So if you come in and you're like, you didn't do a weekend recap for me. Tough love. Tough luck. Look, I'm passionate about markets. And that's not part of what you're paying for. You're paying for the level 2 videos, right? You're paying to get access to me to talk and ask questions about them and get your questions answered. I'm out. Flatto. Why? Why are we flat? Retest. Retest of neckline. Pagonzo! Yes, boss, you are right. I don't really care. When we stop and hang out right around the 10 SMA, you guys see the 5-minute, and then you see the structure. I'm fine. Just take profit. Greater than 1R trade, guys. Take it and move on to the next thing. Tradable or trade table. What was the idea to get long at 31 ES? What was the idea to get long at 31 ES? What was the idea? That was not a long, that was a short exit. But resistance becomes support. General, just general trade. So here, let's switch over trade table. Let's switch over to this chart. You see this move up here, right here, where we move straight up. All right, and then we find resistance above the highs, and then we pull back, right, and then we go up. So where are we coming back to? We're coming back right here, right now. So when we start, when I notice on my sweet Linux DOM that momentum's gone, I'm out. And I'm out before this thing can retrace. I make an instant decision. Hence I said, I'm out. Now, you go look at the 10 SMA, boom, It's right there. It's also support, right? There's volume nodes here. Volume nodes here. See that? It's just support. Support resistance. It's basic trading. Now, if you have a thesis to get short, you get short here. Right here. You scale in right here, right now. You see that 100% delta? Someone sold it hard. This is where we'll probably come back to 50. 50. 50 zone. Okay? I don't care that it's bouncing now. Trade table. I don't care. The play for me was the larger zone over here that you guys all know about, right? I'm going to miss tons of trades oscillating in both directions. I don't care. But I'm going to take off when I get a signal that this market is losing momentum. We might lose momentum, consolidate, and break down further. I don't care. The high probability thing is not to take the 50% probability of it could break up or down and not get out. If I'm above 1R, I'm flat. Why? Because I'm taking the high probability trades into BBWC. Nuts and bolts. So there it is. Live trading. Trading at its finest? I don't know. Probably not. Remains to be seen. Some furu out there got it right this time. And they'll share that trade and say, look at me, guys. On this account, they're not going to say on this account. They're just going to say, I went long here and covered the top. On another Twitter account, they did the opposite. They post on the one that has a run of good wins. Me? I just go in Discord and I'm right and I'm wrong and I'm right and I'm wrong. I just happen to be right more than I'm wrong. Alright, so I just try to demonstrate it. See, look, this is like a selling place. I'm just a marketer here, guys. See the difference? I have to build the membership a little bit more to make it worth my time. Look, and you guys know I have a target on the membership before I stop, and then I won't be so much on YouTube. I'll be focused on you guys. You guys know that, right? It's going to get to a point where I'm not going to be coming on YouTube and sharing all this stuff. So you level 1 member, if you have access to all these archives, it's a gold mine. It's a gold mine. But you level 2 guys, you guys do know I'm not going to sit here and focus on YouTube forever. I'm going to get to a certain point, and you guys have all know what that point is. I've talked to you about it. And then I'm going to focus on you only, because it gets too big then. We don't want 500 people in the membership. I don't. So I'm no longer going to promote it the same way. You're like, but you're going to lose your YouTube subscribers. Fine. I'm looking for community. You guys know the end game. I'm talking about that end game in Discord, so you guys all have a realistic expectation of what we're building. So when I get to that point, I'm going to be focusing more on you guys and less on the public side of YouTube. Because the public side of YouTube is just, it's useful to people, but once I amass a certain number of traders where I can educate and we can all have fun and learn together, and iron or steel sharpens steel, right? We all sharpen each other back and forth. Once we get to that point, we're just going to get sharper and sharper and sharper and sharper. Because I already know I have methods that work. I'm going to clue you guys in on all those methods. And then we're just going to whittle away that blade edge until we're slicing and dicing. And then as the market shifts its regime, we're going to shift together, right? And then you're going to have somebody with a decade of experience saying, look, here's the shift now. Here's the shift in regime so that you can be like water, as Bruce Lee would say, and flow through the cracks and navigate this market. That is the real value in sticking with a membership, is being able to navigate changing markets that have a regime change. Oh, we went from a bear market to a sideways market. How do we navigate that? Okay, let's do it. We went from a sideways market to a new bull market. How do we navigate that? All right, let's do it. Right? I'll show you how my regime changes now. Bear market, it's different. You guys have heard me talk already about the big context stuff. So anyway, when the membership gets to a certain point, I'm not going to focus on it. Can I stop people from signing up on YouTube level 2? I cannot. I cannot stop them. Can I not promote it anymore and not be live on YouTube once I get past a certain point? That's what I can do. So people will just barely trickle in. That's what will happen. And people will leave, right? People will leave when they're like, oh, I want levels and I want to be told how to trade. Get in here, exit here. Oh, I'm not getting that. He's showing me how to fish rather than, or he's teaching me how to fish rather than, right, hooking me up to some robot arm that casts my line for me. I don't want that. I want to be a dummy forever. Okay, fine. That's not for everybody. I get it. People are going to leave because of that. I don't care. So the trickling in, people will trickle in, trickle out, but there'll be no more promotion. None. That is my promise. Watch and see if I follow through. I will. My trades are all up here on the screen for a reason. I take them in line with my methodology because I'm successful at it. So, you know. Anyway. Awesome, Madoff. Yeah, Daniel, I trade the full US session. No plan trading. I will make DOM order flow videos. Yes, I will. For level 2 only. Awesome, Mike. I hope you killed it. Wait, name names? Name names. Name names. Micro Mike, what are you referring to? Name names. Sorry. I'm missing out here. Do you guys comment and I'm over here staring at charts just talking about things and then I don't know what you're referring to sometimes, so my apologies. And there's a little like I can't control. It's like 40 I'm sorry, 5 to 7 seconds delay from the market and YouTube to what I'm seeing. So the chat then gets delayed another second or two on top of that, so it's a little late. Oh, Twitter fakers. No, I'm not going to blow people up. I'm not going to blow people up. I have a decent number of names, but no. I've gotten emails from people about other people asking about, hey, do you know about this group and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I just stay out of the weeds. Stay out of the weeds. There's no reason to do that. Focus on my own process and what I'm delivering and trying to educate, and that's my focus. But I just want you guys to know what to look for, right? If you go elsewhere because there's another style that really speaks to you, then make sure that whoever you're learning from demonstrates it. And that is what I keep repeating on YouTube over and over and over and over again, right? So we're channel up here, guys. We have weakness now. Here, I'm going to put it up on a chart here. Let me quickly make this. We have weakness to the downside right now, by the way. Just right here. Right there. All right. That channel comes from a 5-minute chart up here on the top left. See that? It's now weak. Kind of like a poor low. I know we're channel up. It's weak. Why is it weak? Because of this. It's weak because of that. So a move back here is likely. Test this area here. Right now, bigger picture. 1, 2, 3. Fail. Lower high. So we break down here. It's weak. Market not following through, right? Resistance. Resistance. Why is it resistance? Big bull bar, trapping longs. Big bear bars. Test. Trying to anti, fail. Resistance, guys. That's where it comes from. You guys who've been listening to me in Discord, as fast as I just said that, all these ideas, they're all probably really easy for you to understand now, right? All because you watch Nuts and Bolts. You're like, damn, this is the high probability place to interact with the market now, right? Now remember principles from Nuts and Bolts and why this trade is so beautiful right now. Remember it. You can go look on your volume bars charts that you guys all have from me so we can see the same thing. It's a beautiful thing. Now, my volume bars are 2,000 today. I'm going to go change that. Why? Because I forgot. It's okay. It still works out at 2,000. It's fine. See that? You see the patterns, guys. Do you see that this is an A++ nuts and bolts? Do you? I hope so. You guys had all of this in videos. You're like, damn, this could be your one trade for the week. If you're a part-time trader, BBWC, nuts and bolts, could be your one trade for the week. Right? You could make a few $1,000 trading some E-minis and then wait. Go to your regular job, make your money, and wait. Wait for your next A++ setup. It's why I shared nuts and bolts with you guys and gave you all the little details. And I said, look, this one trade can make you, because it's A++, this one trade can make you a living on this if you're patient. It's not a false promise. It's not. It works. So, anyway. Thank you, Dirk. Hey, welcome, Chris. I saw your comment on the, I don't know if it was this video or the other one, but nice to have you. I know you've been watching YouTube videos for a while, so. Yeah, head in there. Everything is, hey, Chris, are you going to be connected to Discord right now? If you already have a Discord account and you've already done the integration with your YouTube, then I will go refresh the Discord for you so that you're in before an hour. Because otherwise, here's what happens. You integrate with YouTube, and then the Discord and YouTube integrate once an hour. So you might take an hour to get access, but I can go manually refresh that access. I can't go give you access if you haven't integrated your Discord. You're like, how do I integrate? Go to the channel in the community tab in the TYP YouTube channel and go take a look at my last 2 posts, maybe 3. I screenshotted the integration process. It's super simple. Super simple. Once that's done, just if you need access to Discord or want it right away because you're like, I just can't wait, I'll go refresh it real quick. It's a few clicks for me. It's not a big deal. But I don't need to be refreshing it until you're integrated with. So you need to integrate your Discord with your YouTube, and there's instructions on how to do that. As soon as you do that, You won't get access. It won't show up yet. Again, take an hour, up to an hour, and then you just message me here and I'll refresh. And then booyah, you'll get the Discord. And all the level 2 stuff will show up. You get all the news feeds, you'll get all the live trading channels, you get all the discussion, right? You get all the channels for my chart books. Just read through it a little bit. Read the introductions, blah, blah, when you have time. Right? Read some of the channel headers before you post, maybe. We're all posting in the wrong spot still. It'll eventually clean up. We'll eventually get it. Why? Because it'll be in our own interest eventually to keep it kind of organized. So for now, it's not so organized. There's organization to the Discord. It's just we're all posting wherever, and that's fine. I don't have time to moderate. Hey, post over here. Hey, post. It turns into a big mess. And then people start as soon as you start as soon as you start pointing it out, then people get irritated with other people. And then it sets up this whole thing of criticism. So I'm just not going to go there. We're going to do it the nice way. Hey guys, probably would be cool if you guys all try to post in the right places, but hey, if you make a mistake, no one's going to bite your head off. So, okay. Oh, no plan. There's no everybody was a part of the problem. I was. I think I posted something in ES that wasn't quite ES related. I don't know. I'll do better. I'll do better. Like I said, I was a bit of a hawk in the free Discord. I was like, you're in the wrong spot. What are you doing? Trying to make, and it's too much. It's just too much. So, self moderation is key for the sake of our own community. That's it. And then, like I said, if somebody turns into a jerk, gets condescending, they're booted from Discord. And then you can go to Google and say, he's not delivering on a perk. Give me my money back. And then Google will try to disprove to you that you did get your perk. And then if they come to me, I'll go, yep, the guy's been on Discord, but he was a jerk. And I have this policy. If he's a jerk, here's the screenshot. And then Google will say, oh, thank you for the proof. So easy. That's why when you get on the Discord, you have to go agree to the rules. Rule 1, I'll be respectful towards other. Rule 2, if you violate Rule 1, you agree to lose access to Discord. Big boys and girls only. See? You see how easy that is? It's simple. Anyway, still breaking down. What? Channel is weak. You see, guys? Channel is weak. Why is the channel weak? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, man. If you guys are watching the YouTube video, if you guys could hit like, that's real cool. We get more members, or we get more people streaming in here and have a party. So I would appreciate it. That way we can hurry up, get our membership up with, you know, people, and then do less of the YouTube. I'll always do the YouTube for like Sierra chart videos and a few tactics things and whatever else I'm interested in. I may even do a Thinkorswim tutorial, right? Because I'm really into TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim platform. I love it. I use it all the time. It's great. Um, so I don't know. I'll still stick around on YouTube, but it just won't be. It won't be a bunch of these live streams all the time. And sometimes, guys, I will do live streams on YouTube that include level 1 and level 2. So if you're like, oh, I can't afford 50 bucks because look, I just can't. Look, you're going to get access, you have access now to almost 100 hours of live trading archives where I talk about tons of strategy as a level 1 person. And it's all organized on YouTube in tidy little playlists. Okay, so all the level 2 have all the level 1 stuff, right? With demonstrations of all these things that I'm going to be teaching you guys, settlements, all of it, right? So you can always go back and go like, hey, Mike gave me a really cool level 2 video where he outlines all these principles and then specific trade setups, but has he ever done it? Yeah, you can go back to the level 1 and see the settlement stuff, that how I traded there, right? And eventually, maybe I'll timestamp them all and get them a little bit more organized, but there's no promise on that. Maybe eventually I'll get to that, so it's a little easier back reference. Maybe we'll see, but that's the plan. So for new level 1 people, it's 10 bucks a month. It's to make it affordable to learn how to trade from somebody who's demonstrating it on YouTube Live. No hindsight BS, and then explaining it as I go. We will do live streams that include just you guys. Okay, so it'll be level 2 and level 1. Right, so we'll do live stream and then we'll have Q&As and stuff. But you level 1 people, will you have access to the level 2 videos that show all like the nuts and bolts, right? And then we'll do a settlement video. The settlement will cover why it's all relevant, how it's developed. I'm going to cover the history of settlement, how it relates to market profile, right? Some of you guys kind of know some of this already, but because I've talked a little bit about in Discord, little slices of it here and there. But we'll do a comprehensive video about settlement and how you figure out when there's going to be a liquidation break using the settlement, how the market structure changes before its liquidation breaks, right? And so then instead of being like, hey, I'm calling long today, right? Where I was saying it's more likely we liquidate longs this morning and then go back up and retest the 52, 54, 55 area. Now you have an idea, right? Based on market structure. But then we can incorporate the settlements. You guys aren't even learning about how I incorporate T1 and T2 into my trading. It's not there yet. I don't want to jump the gun before I do that video. That's why I'm not talking about it with you guys. I want you guys to have the full picture. And that's coming. Again, 3 videos a month. Study the heck out of them. Let's all discuss them. They're going to give you a general idea of how to read the market in context, because I'm not teaching you what to think, I'm teaching you how to think about the market. Get it down, discuss it with your level 2ers, ask me questions in the appropriate level 2 channel where I have all the videos posted there, a link to the whole playlist. All right, it's 3 videos right now because that's the month. Watch all the videos, ask tons of questions, and then the next month we'll move on to the next set of 3. Okay, and we'll talk about them like crazy, and they'll be big. Not only will they be big concepts, I'm trying to work on big concepts before I break apart and give you guys all the little variants for BBWC, right? I'm trying to give you big concepts because you guys have chart books that have all these lines on them that are auto magical lines, right? They print every day for you. Settlement, OVWAPs, stuff like that. I want you guys to understand the major levels that I have on my charts and how I think about trading them and why it works. So here we go. Here we go. Market's still rolling down here. If you're still short BBWC, right? Can you let a runner? So for you big R guys, I'm going to reiterate again. If your trading style is big risk reward, right, like no plan, then can you use nuts and bolts to take a trade that's big R if you're willing to hold it? Lower probability of success, but higher win rate. Yes, you can. And you're seeing it here. Right? Anyway. Hmm. M. Anderson says, "Where should I start on your channel without joining?" I don't understand the question exactly. All the education, which is I think extraordinary value. Actually, I know it is. It's just hard for me to say that and not sound like a salesman, but whatever. I can let members. You could ask members, right? I don't know. I'm not going to sell it. People are either finding value or they're not, right? I'm pretty sure a ton of members are finding value, but it's just most of all the live streams where I talk about a lot of stuff is it's all behind a paywall now. $10 a month gets you all these live streams where I've done trading and talked about concepts. And then there's about 100 hours. I just go start watching all of them. I added it up. So someone asked me, is it 70 hours? And I said, it's probably 80 now. But I haven't added them up. I went through and roughly added them up, rounding down where there's extra minutes. And it was like 93 hours. So it's getting close to 100 now. Yeah. So and M. Anderson, is there a lot of stuff where I show you how to build stuff in Sierra Chart where I'm talking about the concepts? Yeah, absolutely. There's Chartbook and order flow videos and how to build this Chartbook. And you know what I end up doing when I'm showing you guys how to build Chartbooks? I'm telling you why it's relevant. And that's all that stuff that's not behind a paywall, right? It's just like, hey, this is how you build this Chartbook, and this is why it's relevant, and this is how you use it. Now, is it going to be a whole comprehensive, like this and 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 this are all the things you need to look at on a big picture level to form a really good trade plan? No. But is it going to tell you, hey, an incomplete auction is this? And the reason incomplete auctions can be important short term is because buyers or sellers at that price level were still hitting that price and they saw value to buy or sell at that incomplete auction. And so it's likely that we're going to go back and test that area. Does that help you in determining, say, a stop loss or a better entry? Yeah, it does. So you get value that way just from watching the YouTube videos. And there's a lot of them. I don't know, 80, 90 of them, something like that. But, all the live stream trading, and it's all live. There's no editing on anything. I have losing days and I have winning days. It is all level 1. $10 a month. So level 2 has level 1, but then level 2 you get Discord. To talk with other traders, I get on mic talk. Other people get on the mic and talk. We just iron sharpens iron. They ask me questions, I talk. Sometimes I ask them questions about their strategy. Right? I'm curious too. I can't talk for 3 hours straight. It's too much. So I just talk where I can. Anyway, and then level 1 you get access to parts of the Discord. In other words, you get access to a channel that lists out different videos. Some are for level 1, and they're organized. And then you get all the news that I stream into 10 different Discord channels that separate the news out by like hedge fund news, headline news, equity futures news, TPO news. In other words, charts from different people, right? Stocks, options, crypto hedge funds, crypto TA, crypto headline news, right? Forex, Forex headline news, right? All this stuff. So that's level 1. You get access to all that. But the whole level 2 part of the server is just it's completely private for people who are paying $49.99, $50 a month essentially. And so the people that are in there, obviously they're going to value what they're getting, and so there's maturity. People are all, treating each other with respect and just valuing the experience because they know they can lose it, and they're getting more value, hopefully, than what they're paying for. That's always the goal. Over provide, not under provide. And then I win over trading buddies for life. So even after they're all educated and everything, some of you guys will stay buddies through email, through Twitter DM, through Discord. We'll stay buddies as friends and talk about markets long after you're fully aware of how I trade and have used it to improve your trading. So, and then we'll just all we'll be in a room together and we'll all appreciate each other after the whole enough people are educated, and there will be no payment. Maybe there will be, hey, I've got 100 YouTube videos, that's a full course, you want to go buy it? And people can, either buy the whole thing, right? Or nothing at all. I'd be perfectly happy with that, right? I don't, if you guys think I'm dumb enough to just put all my education in a format that is easily digestible, which is what my level 2 videos are, for everybody to get access to forever, I'm not. Because then we'll have to reinvent some of the edge a little bit. Other people will get in. So I'm going to count on that to some extent. And for you guys who stick around, you'll see how we adapt to market participants trying to front run levels and the stops that happen because of that. And that's more teaching. That's more learning. Like, that gets complicated. No, it doesn't. Once you understand the nuts and bolts stuff and you start thinking about markets more, it'll get easy. It will. You guys will all go, son of a gun. All you got to do is keep thinking in the same way, and now all of a sudden you're figuring it out. You guys will get it. You guys will get it. Maybe not all of you, but most of you will get it if you buy in and keep applying yourself. Again, that's why I kind of tell people so there's a rules about channel. The rules about channel has rule 1, be respectful. Rule 2, remember rule 1. And talk to each other like you're talking to the mountain from Game of Thrones on the street and he's in a bad mood. So ask questions to each other in that kind of way. And then I have a GIF where the mountain's grabbing somebody and throws them down some stairs. Right? Give a little visual about that. And then below that, I have an about. And in the about, I just kind of tell people, look, you're going to get all kinds of opinions in here. I'm not going to moderate all of them. I highly recommend you guys buy into what I'm saying and really explore what it is that I'm sharing. because I'm doing this successfully. So just buy in and ask me tons of questions about the content I'm putting out, and I'll answer, because you don't know if some of the people that are here that sound smart are profitable over time. They can say anything. Unless they demonstrate every day live that they're profitable and they're sharing their losing and their winning trades with you on a screen in real time, don't trust anybody, because trading is also, it's an ego game. Everybody wants to look smart and to get a pat on the back from somebody else. People will only share their winners, and that's all you'll hear, and you'll be biased to think that everybody is a winner who runs a trading service. Okay? So that's why I always tell people on YouTube, go back, ask whoever it is you're paying to trade with you, trade live. And if they give you just a crap ton of excuses like, I don't trade my account, you guys would all front run me. Run for the hills. Doesn't matter what the excuse is. Run. They trade, they show it, the wins, the losses, and if they don't, run, because there's no proof. Everything, your trader view account, your trade logs and Sierra chart can all be faked. You know what you can't fake? An exit and an entry and an exit on the screen. Look, you could trade sim, you could trade live. It does not matter. It does not matter. If someone could trade a sim live for you over and over and over, then they could do it live. So don't focus on the wrong things. Don't focus on, oh, well, you know, this guy's got an archive of videos that are edited and they're wonderful. Look at all these setups that they took with trade lines and everything. No. There's either proof it's live or there isn't. It's why I like YouTube, because you can go into my live streams, and if they're unedited live streams, they're live streams. But if I re-upload them, they're no longer live streams. That's why some of you guys have asked me, can you re-upload these videos? And I'm like, first off, I don't record them locally like that. They all stream to YouTube live. But second of all, I don't have any desire to edit these videos. Because you know what'll happen? Everybody who comes along after the fact will say, BS that he made the money on these trades like this. BS. And they're right. If it's edited, it's BS. So anyway, I see comments. Let me address them. Thanks, NAPT. I appreciate those nice comments. Thank you, Leverage FX. I really appreciate it. Daniel Decor. Hello, my friend. I hope you are well. Much love from the Mike families. The Mike family here. Much love your way, my friend. I got nothing but love for Daniel. He is absolutely not trolling me, by the way. He's a good friend. Yeah, thank you. Oh my. Yeah, you can't believe how happy I am to see you, my friend. I've been concerned about you without going into details. And you know, we're just whether or not we'll be continuing to communicate on are on a professional level about these things. So I've truly been concerned. I check my DMs and I hope I hear from DDC, DDC, and I hope things are well. So anyway, nice to hear from you. Makes me happy. Kind of gives me a sense of relief, to be honest, my friend. So happy to hear from you. Let's see. Yeah, NAPT. Yeah, thank you, man. Oh, sweet. I'm glad to hear it, and nice to see you on the stream. It's been a busy morning in Discord, right? A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Anyway, all right. Well, this market right now, short term, let's just look at it, is expanding volatility on 5-minute bars. So you're like, what are you talking about? Okay, let's look at it. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. They're trying to break this level, I think, right here. And essentially what's happening is we're getting expanding volatility here to the downside, and it's not popping. There's a seller here. Now they're gone. There you go. There it is. Little low volume move, but they were trying to break that level there. Let's go see what's on the other side, right? Big bear bar, right? Stops into this zone. All the price action traders putting their stops, what, above this low? Let's see if they go trigger them. There's some stops there. 125 lots. Uh-oh. So anyway, you get this short-term pattern, usually breaks upside. It's what we were trying to talk about before it was happening. But, you know, as soon as you notice it, it becomes clear. Then all of a sudden the move happens. You don't get much time to point it out. That's why trading futures, it's like an F1 car. The F1 car stands for Formula One, but it also stands for Futures One. Futures are a high octane game, guys. Especially in the world. There you go. There's the stops. They got them. Sweep from 33.50 to 34. Brrr. Brrr. There's the liquidity. Brrr. Double balance. This is where longs take profit into 34.35. Let's see if the market makes a volume node here to distribute out those longs. Okay, so notice something on my volume bars, guys. I'm gonna go right over to them. See that? Right here. You see the pattern? Again, this is just a Sierra chart thing, right? But that 5-minute pattern, right? Those are the lines that we drew on the 5-minute chart. So you see, so notice how they're just shared. Why is that important? Because you want to see the way the pattern played out on these volume bar charts, guys. Really important. Anyway, volume here, rotated out here. No volume left here. So the rotation probably takes us here. You see that? It's a rotation thing. We rotated out this volume node, built volume. So is there low volume here? No. Therefore, is it going to be resistance? No. See? Principles. Zooming in kind of helps you. These are principles that can help you take profit if you wanted to get long here. You're like, well, you didn't get long, you SOB. Well, I'm talking, okay? I'm distracted. This is garbage time. Did I get paid for garbage time today? That's my question. Did I get paid? Yeah. I'm done. I'm fine. I'm fine with what happened. Oh, people are so good at trying to troll me. So I try to front run it, right? Did I get paid here? Yeah. I lost. I first lost before, right here. All these red lines where I entered essentially right here. and stopped right here, I was losing today before I was winning. And do you know why I wasn't on YouTube right here? It's because I had to manage this trade above this level, what Paz calls, right, the look above and fail. That doesn't allow me to start clicking buttons on YouTube and getting in. I gotta focus on this little trade if I'm gonna trade the micros well. So that's what I did. And that's why I got on YouTube here. That's the delay. That's the reason for the delay. And then we got some profit, and then we got our 2Rs. See that? Stop. Profit. Profit. 2Rs. So well, who cares? You lose on the 1R. You don't lose on this one. You get the 1R, then you get the 2R. That gets us daily P&L of 276 on micros. I don't know what that is. 200 times 5, 1,000, 75 times 5. Oh gosh, 150. Let's see. 75 times 5 is, why is my math so bad? 150, 300, 450. Remainder 1.93 or 2. Oh, beautiful move. 1.93 is roughly $10, so 450, 1450, 1460. I think this is 1460. Oh, let's get the calculator out. Let's see if I'm losing my marbles. Let's see. Guys, you see how this is more fun for me than the Discord? A little bit more all over the place. 276, 93 times 5, 1384. Little off. I'm not a math genius. Oh gosh. This move right here was phenomenal. Oh jeez. What are you guys doing? Sell it. Get short. Not financial advice. Thank you, Jerk. I appreciate that. Mike purring like a kitten. Yeah, well, you know. I like DDC. He's a family man like me, and he's a nice guy. Just a nice guy. And a good trader. And by the way, you guys, you nuts and bolts people, the BBWC partly came from Mr. Decor. How, you might ask? A little backstory. I wanted to call it BBC, right? Like Boy Charlie, right? Bob Charlie. But Dan Decor's Discord name was Dan Core, DDC. And so I figured if I call it BBC, Dan is always going to be like, "What, guys? What are you saying to me about me?" And so I said, "I got to break it up." And so I said, BBWC. That's where it came from. That's the only reason it's called BBWC. Do you guys know that? That's it. So Dan is the DDC that made BBC BBWC. Because I didn't want Dan snapping his neck around every single time we said BBC. That's it. That's why it's called BBWC. Now you know. I actually included that story when I recorded the nuts and bolts videos for you guys, and I cut it out. You know why I cut it out? It's because I don't want to waste your guys' time. I edited that out. So at the beginning of the video, right, just sort of talk a little bit about the base breakout and what it is, and give you definitions. And you can hear there's some edits. That's why. That's what I edited out. That little story. I don't want to waste your guys' time. That's why the video is not an hour and a half. So it was the one story I edited out, or I'm sorry, it's the one story I included at the beginning and then edited out. Sorry, Dan, you were edited. Yeah, yep, that's it. Dan is the only reason because so JT in the old Discord we had I don't know 1,500 people in there, give or take. I don't know, maybe give or take 100. And out of those, all those people, we would reward people who gave back to the community, and then we give them access to our private trading rooms where we all talked about markets together every single day. Kind of what we're doing now, right? And so Dan was part of that inner group of 11 or 12 people out of 1,500. So, and we would always be on mic in Discord, like almost every single day for hours. So that's what that refers to. So the group was like, Mike, your methods are wide and far-reaching. And so as I wasn't doing an educational service for them, I said, well, for the sake of this cool group, I'm going to come up with a method around this trading style that I use all the time, and I'm going to I'm going to give it organization for the sake of all these people complaining to me all the time about, oh, your methods are too complicated, right? So you guys now that are part of the service, I'm organizing and structuring everything that I told these people over a year, but I'm doing it in a I'm doing it with method, right? With structure. And that's why I'm not going to let anybody get me off track into market profile before the time. That's why I'm not going to let anybody get me talking about big levels before the time. You're going to find that nuts and bolts applies to all big levels because nuts and bolts tells you it teaches you how to think about markets. So you're going to realize that that is a far-reaching video. And you're going to start noticing similarities on high time frames, just like Pause did in the level 2 channel. You're going to start noticing that there's similarities with the short time frame and the big time frame. But it's going to get you thinking about markets in what I was referring to that, was part of our closed group from before, where I did, playing against trap traders, right? Dan probably remembers that post. Dan Decor was one of the few people that kind of made some comments about that post after I made it for the group. And he was like, this is fascinating. I still remember his comments. I don't have access to it anymore. But his comments were like, this is more like the why behind everything. It makes it a lot more relevant. I still remember those comments, Mr. Dan. I remember them like they were yesterday. And I knew at that point we had a thinker on our hands because he was, just understanding it that way. He's realizing the power of it, right? So anyway, that's what I'm doing for you guys with the videos. Just doing it in a structured way so you guys can build. You guys have a lot of those old members to thank for this service, by the way. I asked a lot of those members, hey, can you guys step up and do more? Had they all stepped up and done a whole lot more, I never would have got rid of the group. If I didn't have to babysit them and they just stepped up and did what they had to do, that I asked for months and months and months and months, I suggested it nicely and hoped that they would motivate, they would get it, and then do it of their own accord. They didn't. That's why I'm here. That's why there's a paywall. Purdue, you understand. But anyway, all right, let's get to the comments. A little too much little too much. Um, oh, drama. A little too much talking about the past there. Okay, let's go here. Pause. That's right. That. YouTube. Guess what YouTube's telling me? Boom! First time it popped up. Sorry. And the concurrent viewers goes down. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Terrible. How long is the ad? Oh, you know how much that pays the channel? It's probably around like 7 cents or something like that. I haven't looked at it, but if my math is correct, just based on because I'm a bit of a math geek, right? Even though I couldn't add up my P&L properly. All right, guys, coming into the support area, by the way. You're like, but there's a bear bar. You see the price action, people? There's a bear bar. All right, let's take it. E. Let's see if they run over our stops. That's fine. We'll try again. Da, 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 da. Oh, I hope you guys get Linux and the DOMs. So there's a few users that have migrated over to Linux with Sierra Chart, and they are tickled pink. They can't believe it. They're like, this performance is magnificent. I told you. I told you. It's so good. Little ice here. 2350. They're going to break it? They might break it. We'll see. Building volume ahead. Da 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 da. All right, that's how we'll do it, like this. Let's see if we get stopped out. And here comes the stop run. One. All right, let's make this a little so where we can see more of it, like that maybe. There you go. Is this where you guys trade your P? Do some of you guys trade your P&L at this point, right? Or you look at your P&L like, wow, if I take off here, nah, you don't do that. Don't trade your P&L. Don't look at your P&L. Just trade the trade. Trade the trade. So tempting to trade your P&L when you're positive and you're just trying not to lose more. You can't do that. Look at your trade as a series of 100 trades, right? This is just one in a long stretch of trades that you need to take around your edge. Nothing wrong with that. Interesting pause. Yeah, I mean, the market oscillates on all these different times, doesn't it? And that's when you realize there's people like Warren Buffett and much longer term players that are making decisions on this market on much higher time frames. It's kind of cool. If you can align some of those higher time frame trades with your shorter ones, then maybe you catch a 10-hour trade or a 20-hour trade. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Is it probable? It gets hard because the tighter your stop, the more likely you're going to get stopped out. So, it's a thing. Yeah, like a big grandfather clock, says Pause. Yeah, yep. You have all these different time frames spinning around. I like how Ray Dalio does it, right? Where he shows the oscillations and he calls them market cycles. Whereas like big cycles, and within when you zoom in, the market's spinning and making these little micro cycles, right? So there's like 100-year cycles, right? There's like 20-year cycles, there's 2 and 3 year cycles, daily cycles, weekly, right? All oscillations. Babe, his that picture was great. I was so thinking, looked like he belonged in Hawaii or something. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, so stinking cute. All right, Chris. Chris, mm, new level 2 guy. I'm gonna assume that you integrated, so I'm gonna go hit the integrate button on Discord so that you at least you have it if you've logged in. So it'll like I said, it'll only take me a second. Let me see if you might even be in here now. Let's see. All right, let's see. Yep, you're in. You're already in, I think. Oh, but I'll do it anyway just in case because he hasn't said anything. He might be reading around Discord right now, so let's go sync it. Everybody clap your hands. All right. Integration. You know you're a parent when you hear integration and you think Tobots. All right, sync it. Chink. Sync it again. All right, boom. All right, Chris. You should be in. Hey, babe, do you mind closing the door, or are you printing stuff? I don't know if you could close the door between. Yeah, just No, I use the volume trade table. I've got a YouTube video on that, and I go into the reasons for that. So I definitely watch the nuts and bolts video if you haven't. By the way, thank you for the compliment about the silverback. I know you've read the silverback's book, and I know who you're referring to. You bought his books. Those are expensive books. Trade table. Mm. Hunt them all. We'll see. Hmm. Yeah, they really are. I couldn't believe it. I think one of my most expensive books is Jack Schwager's his futures trading book, and I got the Kindle version, and it was probably 80 or 85 bucks. And his are like what 130, 140 per book. I was like, what? Hoy caramba! Paul, it's I don't know the author's name. I just know what trade table is referring to. Uh, it's some guy that trade table learned from. I haven't read the book myself. I just looked at the website. I don't know, a few weeks ago maybe. Whenever trade table mentioned it, I was like, oh, these books are expensive. And it was like short little books for like 150 bucks. I'd never seen books so expensive for being so short. Ah, gotcha. Well, good to know. I might have shelled out for him if you were like, I really recommend it because I like reading all kinds of stuff. Let's put our Captain Hindsight lenses on now. Do we get 50%? I guess so. Oh wait, you guys don't see it. Here. Shh. Right. Swing her opening high to swing low. We what? 50% here. There's 50% right there. So we retraced 50%, matched up with BBWC, and now we're here at the lows again. I don't know. Do we get a poor low? Do we break it? Do we do double bottom? Do we do an H pattern and then shoot up? All of the above? Who knows? All right. Yeah, same goes for trading start. Oh, hey. They're pouring some volume in to 18 here. Sellers. Sellers be pouring. Sellers be dumping. Ba-da-da. Broke the low by what? Did we break it by a tick just now? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Oh, same goes for trading summit. Yeah, I know. Have I ever done any trading seminar? No, I don't think I have. Um, I started to watch a YouTube, like a free recording of a trading seminar, and I was like, there's so much fluff involved here. Probably fun to be there and talk to traders, but watching the speeches were just painful. On YouTube at least. It's like, this is what a waste. What a waste of my time. Hmm. This is where we're at, right here. Pour low. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Building volume into the likely time and volume to fill oval. What? Why would you have that on a chart, TYP? Why would you have that on a chart? Tune in next weekend when we talk about the next larger time frame level and why we have these things on our charts. Everybody who was there this last weekend, that was fun. It was cool. I said it was going to be 20 minutes. How long did I talk for? An hour. Dang it. my wife was giving me the evil eye. Babe, you said you were going to come out at noon. You were there for till 12:30. Remember the Discord thing. You can't get sucked in. Okay, okay. I know, I know. All right, let's go. Make the impetus back down here. Let's see. 17 now. 17. Launched. Let's see. Oh, ice at the bottom. Here at 16 and a half. So you get the ante and the stop run. Let's see. Oh no. You gotta explore what's underneath that. You don't have to, but it's likely. By the way, you guys see how these charts are all linked to the micro and the parent um, mini? Just link your charts and your symbols. That's it. That's all you got to do. Link your symbols in the linking in Sierra chart. And then that way, and then you make your, 1,092, 1,100 contracts into this ice. Let's see if they go pop it. Ice, baby. See how big the player is down here at 16 and a half. Yeah, made off. Um, what was I gonna say? Something about this. Can't remember. Oh yeah, Sierra chart linking. Yeah, just go link it in the linked. Now let's see what my 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's the volume. It's about 8 or 9 seconds of delay here. Accidentally hit my my turntable volume thing. So I wanted to see what the delay was. So 8 or 9 seconds. It's increasing. The buffering is increasing on YouTube. Probably gonna break it right now. Let's see. 1,200. 140 contracts poured in at 1650. Broken. All right, let's see. Let's see if the buyer fights back. Let's see if the short covered and they want to flip the market here. Always a possibility. He said, well, I took profit on my short passively. I got a great entry. And then I flipped a little long here at new lows. And then they go, all right, we're going to fill a little more here. And then let's start market buying above our node because we are no longer supply. And we trapped all the retail people short term. This is what happens. So let's see if there's real market buying here. All right. If they're going to take a position, they got to start sweeping. The liquidity's on the ask. Boom, they hit it. Why? Hit it again. Put all those traders underwater. Hit it again. As long as there is actual sell-side liquidity and they can trap an ample enough of traders and they're willing to initiate, it tells you that they expect prices to go higher again. This is all trading is. Buying or selling and expect price to move further. So you have to measure initiative. You have to. If your trading is all about passive deltas, it's all about that, then you're missing probably the most important part, which is initiative. Because initiative moves price. Passives, they simply create value most of the time around a level, right? If everybody was passive, there would be no transaction. Think about that. Everyone wanted to buy and sell one tick apart, but nobody was willing to take initiative. The asks and the bids would look at each other and wave. No, you go. No, you go. No, you go. And then it would build up all day. So instead of having volume, we'd just see 140,000 contracts on the bid. 160 on the ask. And until someone actually moved their order onto the ask, nothing would happen. So initiative matters. You're like, no-ish, Sherlock. Well, look, it's so easy to get caught up in deltas. But how about you start thinking about at what point do the shorts go, dang it, it's not moving lower? At what point do the longs go, dang it, it's not moving higher? and there was a passive seller, and now I'm in a long position, and for me to get out, I got to sell, and they become the sellers, right? So we play against trap traders. That's why I frame it that way, so people can think about it that way. It's the only reason I do it like that, because it sets up a better framework for viewing the market, rather than, ooh, my chart pattern just transpired, I'm going to take a setup. Uh, you know, good luck with that. That's not intelligent trading unless you understand what goes into the chart pattern. And it's a reason why I say read technical analysis of stock trends over and over and over until your brain hurts. Because that is the Bible of classical charting patterns. Written in the 1920s, it's had 11 or 12 editions since, updating it for today's markets because it is the Bible. Read it and weep and never trade the same again. So, they talk about how big money is positioning, why they're positioning, where they're positioning. It's the markets are the same. Markets are the same. Anyway. Madoff. Yeah. Well, there's no market orders on the CME. You know that, right? Madoff. Every single order on the CME is turned into a stop limit order. So every time you do a market order, if it's a stop, it's turned into a stop limit plus or minus the price protection limit. But yeah, whatever. Tomato, tomato. I hear you. But that price protection limit is useful. Prevents outsized volatility, or supposed to. So then when you see a market sweep at the price protection limit, you know, hey, someone just swept down price protection limit and there was no follow through. Haha, they created weakness in the market. Kind of cool. So you can scalp that. Which is why my dear friend Zip, aka Akin of Akin's Indicators, wrote a beautiful custom study to show market sweeps based on my input. So if you guys haven't used his services, that's a very gorgeous indicator that tells you the size of the market sweep. It's pretty nice. I helped him with that. Y'all should go check it out. He's got a lot of cool studies. Tons. But that one's cool. Makes it just a little easier if you use a, one of these bubble charts with lines, line on close, stair step lines, and there's bubbles and market sweeps and all that good stuff. So we've found interest to transact up here at 19s, by the way. Buyers and sellers getting active. So let's see if we get active for longer. Then let's see what happens. We have some liquidity sitting on the book, kind of around the 20 to 21. So if this market oscillates a little bit in this range and then rotates through the 2021, if they're positioning short, then above there, maybe we find their stops. We'll see. Otherwise, maybe this 20 is it, right? We had this interest to buy and sell pretty quick. And who knows? Trend down, just keep going down. Maybe we make new lows today. We're at, of initial balance, we're at 100% extension. And that's right here. So here's initial balance. It's the first 60 minutes of trade. Right there, it's this, I guess this light greenish, tealish line. So here's the 50% of initial balance. So here's initial balance, right? 100%. So you double that, it's 100% here, right? And then 50% is here. It's like what I told traders this morning in Discord is if you get to about here and then make a turn, we'll probably have an inside day. But if we get to 50% and we can keep trucking, well then we'll probably keep moving down into this liquidity zone here. That's the plan. All right, that's where we're at now. Able to move 100% of IB, initial balance. So be what it be. So we have the potential for a double bottom. We also have the potential for extension here. Who knows? Who knows? Make your bets and accept the losses, whatever they be. That's what I say. Make your bed and accept the loss. Accept before the trade is put on that you can have a loss. And then the emotional, the negatively charged emotional quality to trading that is activated where you only expect to win doesn't find a foothold in your trading, and you can continue analyzing markets. You just take your next trade, accepting, hey, I have a stop loss. That's my save me money exit. Think of it that way. Think of your stop loss as this thing saves me from myself, from my own bad nature of wanting to hold underwater. You're like, but my stop loss means that I lose. Yeah, it means you're wrong. See, trading is psychology. It's a psychological game about being able to admit when you're wrong. So if you can't admit when you're wrong when you're trading, then you have an unrealistic expectation that you're always going to be right. And in trading, you're not always right. You're wrong a lot. So our job as traders is to control risk. It's not to be right. People get that wrong. They think trading is about being right. No, it's about controlling risk. That is what trading is about. Hey, Travis G. Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you, NAPT. I appreciate that. If you tell me it's amazing, I'll probably buy it. I have all these orders that are interesting that are getting triggered in right now. Yep. Oh, I have this screen off. See that? It's just all triggered in. These little trail stoppers. That's all they are. So the ones that get triggered in are the ones that go into profit from here. And then they go bing when it goes higher, right? These ones aren't triggered in unless I've, see how some of them stopped here? They stop, but these ones haven't stopped. Only these upper ones stop. So they stop as I go down. And I still get into the trade. And I give it an opportunity. So it's whatever. More, see how more triggered in? You see that? Trigger. You got to manage these if you do this. See that? More triggering in? That's automatic, guys. They just trigger. Gotta manage them. Otherwise, when you scale like this and you go past 1R on your scales, it just gets real messy. So notice, we're not liquidity on the other side of the book. It's fine. Just keep getting stopped. That's fine. We're down to 2. Who cares? All right, we're flat. Hey, up to 300. While losing, how many trades did I lose here? Man, you know, it's a scale trade, so I lost a lot. I don't know. If you think of every single micro lot as a flat to flat, I probably lost 10 times. If you think of it as a flat to flat open position, the whole position won 40 points. See how that works though? You can be wrong a lot and define your risk. Just stop out. Who cares? Stop out. Let's see if we can show you guys that, right? Where we got, you see this? See how we stopped right here? Stopped, these red lines. Stopped, 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 stopped. It's FIFO, so it's a little confusing. But first in, first out, stop outs, right? So it's FIFO. So it makes it look a little funky, right? Some of these are getting out here, but it's all FIFO, right? This one here. So the stop, so this one, oh, we still have stops left. Let's see. The stops are like staggered lower, and they're trailers. And then when it activates past 5 points in profit, boom, it starts trailing in. So you kind of have to manage it, and then figure out, like, is this going to be resistance, right? You see how this area. Here, now let's turn off all the trades, right? Because it's just too much. But right, you see how this here is like resistance short term? Because we had all the people getting long here. Now they're like, oh, get me out. So that's what that is. Right? You could maybe get long for a move here. As a matter of fact, on off. All right. Oh, man. Son of a gun. I forgot my bracket. Okay, well. We'll just put the stop loss in. Whatever. Where's the 1R? The 1R is somewhere in here? I don't know. Where's the new high? Take profit. Right here? Yeah, the market might oscillate in here, then finally move up. Who knows? Clear. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if we can oscillate back down and get it in 19s. Oh, no stop. Dang it. There you go. All right, let's get. Oh, we missed it. There it is. Hey, some size coming in on the book. 53 lots. Willing to hit it. Not getting anywhere, let's say. You guys will see it here on the MBO. This footprint chart, because I'm in Linux, is a refresh rate of 40 milliseconds. So, we zoom it out. You can see how fast it is, right? My footprint doesn't look like that. Well, that's probably because you're on windsuck. All right, NAPT. Good evening, Reginder. Aaron, you might have already answered this somewhere, so apologies. No, you don't, Aaron. Absolutely not. You're going to learn the same things. Now, let me ask you something, Aaron. Are you able to do volume bars in Tradevate? In other words, bars that print using volume. There you go. Yeah, you're good. I mean, you're not going to get the HUD. And the HUD's going to be really, really cool for people who learn it. But no, yeah, you're fine. I mean, you can ask other members, right? Because I doubt everybody's in Sierra Chart on Sierra Chart in that room. Actually, I know not everybody is. So the best testimonial is what people who are observing it say, not what I say. So if there's members in this room, there likely is. Just maybe if there's somebody not on Sierra Chart, they can tell you. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I know people that have used Sierra Chart on a Mac. They use what's the program that starts with the C? All right, Paul, have a good one, my friend. Um, yeah, I tried to use Tradevate for a while, and one of the things that they did, let's see, there you go. We're gonna put it here. One of the things that I didn't like about Tradevate is that when I was using my mobile app, the 10 and 20 SMA, when it first appears on the mobile screen, is inaccurate. And what do I mean by that? It calculates a completely wrong level and puts them in the wrong spot unless you move your screen on your mobile app, at which point it refreshes. And so I was constantly, because I was trading price action on my phone with Tradevate, if I forget to move the screen a little bit on my mobile, I'd have the wrong levels for 10 and 20 SMA. And I wanted to scalp on my phone off those levels. So that was problematic. It was immediately so much of an issue for me. Look at all these on the footprint. Look at all this. These incomplete auctions here. Oh my gosh. If they rip 23, it's on like Donkey Kong. It is on like Donkey Kong if they rip 23. And then all these guys covered short, and are no longer supply, they're buying through their old level that they covered short, y'all are jacked. You're going to see a move. That is a hypothesis. It's a it's not that I know what these people did. It's just a hypothesis. It allows you to frame trades. That's it. Um so anyway, you know what we don't want? We don't want some look above and fail. So here's our 1 hour stop. See if they go get me. They get you? Oh well. They get you. They get me. Now they take it up? I don't know. I just don't want to look above and fail. I want it to get up there and then scream. All right, let's take another shot. Tight stop. But anyway, that trade of 8 issue was big for me. I went vote of no confidence, and I know what the problem was. I just look, if I'm trading it, oh, I'm gonna get stopped. If I'm trading it on my my mobile device, I need to know that that 10 and 20 SMA works. Look above and fail. That's what it was. Okay. Well, good thing. You gonna go break the ice now? Well, there was some ice down there at the bottom. It's like it's not incomplete auction ice, right? Where it's ice at 1 tick. It was ice into 16 and a half. Let's see. We could put a tight stop here. It's just big fills in here. That's all. All right. Well, didn't work. All right. What time is it? 12? It's power hour, guys. Last hour of trade. The movers in the shakers are going to start shaking and moving it. All right. 12,140, says Travis. And Q at 12,140. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what you guys are referring to right now. They're like, the market's moving. Why aren't you trading? Just wait for the next setup. That's all. Wait for the next setup. $1,500 up on micros. 400 and 500 and I don't know. $540 on MNQ. So whatever. We're paid to stream on YouTube a little bit. It's all good. It's okay. Let's just wait for the next setup. Might be a false break. Might continue down. Wait for it to extend. Wait for it to test. Wait for it to confirm on your small time frame or big time frame, whatever. All right, let's get rid of these lines. They're muddying things up now. Delete. Delete. All right. Hey, 8.16 miles today, guys, on the treadmill. Feels good. Feels good. PK, if you're here, I'm telling you, man, the treadmill's the future. That's what allows me to go into Discord and talk, and analyze, and share, and educate. then come out here and talk and continually trade the market and analyze. I'm getting oxygen around my body, blood flow, initiative. All right, we're a little too zoomed in on this volume bar chart. Let's go zoom out. There you go. Big picture. Big picture. You're like, man, hindsight, why didn't you go short up here? Why didn't you go short here? Why didn't you? Sheesh. Sheesh. Right? This pullback low is roughly support. So here's what's interesting, or resistance. Let's just do a little bit of a structure analysis here. Just a little bit. Right? They're covering shorts in here, right? This is the pullback low. Okay? Where they covered shorts and trapped new longs became the resistance for this. You see that? So a lot of you guys are like, well, I trade big swings, baby. I trade the big ones. Okay, well, I'll try to, but I'll also get out if something's resistance, right? Hence why, the chart looks like that. I'm getting out into what I think might be this. Look, I bought and lost, right? Do I know how I would feel if I was still long here and the market had moved like this and come back? I'd probably want to get out for a small loss because it moved way further than I thought. Look, if I'm the dummy that doesn't take stops, it moved. It moved way further than I thought, and then when it came back up, I'm like, get me out of here. Right? Trap traders. So how do I know? I was the dummy. Losing. But does it matter? Look. So I keep telling you guys, does it matter? No, it does not matter. I don't have to know I'm right to make money. I have to control my risk with edge. I can't demonstrate this enough, guys. Today is going to go into level 1 membership archive. I'm demonstrating it. It's valuable. If you're like, I don't understand what he means, join level 2. We'll talk about it and watch this video. Watch how I stop out. Watch where I stop out. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Look, if you guys are like, well, I don't see where you stopped out. Okay, I'll show. Look, let's zoom in and I'll show you where I stopped out, where I was wrong. Right? Look, I was wrong. Look, I was wrong. Look at where I was wrong. All kinds of wrong here. Look, wrong. Look. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Long again. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Lots of wrong. And then by the time I start scaling in and getting right, you're like, well, that's not 1R. It's FIFO, guys. First in, first out. Okay? That's why it looks like this. All right? So wrong, 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 wrong. And I stopped out more. I've been wrong from all the way up here. And then I made my stand, and none of the stops lower got hit, but they were better R than the stops. Right, right, right. Right, right, right. Into what? These are the boxes. Resistance. Did I get the top? No. Not a single one got the top tick. Who cares? Why? Because I was trail stopping. Who cares? If it had shot up here, my trail stops would have went boom and moved way up. And it's probably faster than me. Okay? This is what I'm trying to demonstrate. Wrong, 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 right? Wrong. Right. Look, the wrong. Wrong again. Who cares? Who freaking cares if you're right or wrong if you're playing with the edge? It's valuable to recognize this is what trading is about. It's not about being right on every trade. And what I mean by that, trading is about defining your risk and having edge. It's about accepting being wrong right when you get into the trade. Look, I'm teaching good trading in the room. That's what I'm teaching. Okay? I'm not teaching all this fluff of unrealistic, you're always going to be right. No. Heck no. You know, the person I compliment the most is the person that says, I lost 3 times and won only twice. And I'm up 10 points or 12 points or whatever. I say, wow, let me talk about that for 10 minutes and why that's so awesome. That's what I did on Monday. Purdue talked about, I lost 3 times. I won 2 times. I'm up, whatever, 12 points, 10 points. I don't remember exactly what it was. I was like, dude, amazeballs. Nobody else said, oh, amazing, Mike. Because they're like, dude, you have a less than 50% win rate. Win rate is overrated. Now, is win rate still important? Of course. You're like, now I'm confused. Is it important or is it not important? Depends on your strategy. Your strategy is a 1.3R strategy and you're winning 50% of the time, then you're a winner. If your strategy is to take 1 or 2 very important opening trades off the open and hold or a swing move off of the open, then your win rate is going to be important. How you set up that trade, it's important to set up that trade correctly. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about FT71. I like how he sets up his trades in the morning. I don't watch his morning review, but you guys probably should. If I remember right, was how he used to do it. Last time I watched was a few years ago. Is he would set up ABC trades or 1, 2, 3 different scenarios. What he's doing is he's setting up good risk reward for potential holding of moves. It's essentially how I trade. And I always try to take the highest probability scenario with the best risk reward off the open. Now, for any of you guys in Discord, you know that is how I take my trades. I walked you guys through it. I walked you through my last 2 trades from the open. Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's what works, right? And he runs what, Convergent, so he knows over the greatest number of traders probably what works. So his perspective is unique on that. But I preach a lot of 1R. I preach a lot of 1.5R. But what do I preach it for? Garbage time. So I'm looking for higher win rate 1R to 1.5R during garbage time because I found patterns that work during garbage time. That's what I'm teaching you guys. Right now I'm teaching you guys all the garbage time. Why? Because that's how most of you overtrade. Most of you overtrade throughout the whole day. You don't just, have a great opening setup and then win. You're done for the day. Nope. Most of you guys, if you're working part-time, you can't always trade the open. So you need a setup that works at different times of the day, which is why I'm teaching you nuts and bolts. We'll get into opening setups. I shared one, level 2 already. The half gap trade with the overnight balance. Half gap T+1. With all the confluence. Hey, welcome Aaron. Nice to have you. If you integrate your Discord, I'll go refresh. You just let me know after you've integrated Discord with your YouTube account that you signed up with. Let me know here, and I will refresh it so you get instant access. But ooh, Travis, that sucks. A little, if you trade full time, the battery backup helps with that. Because oftentimes your internet will stay up, and here, let's turn off all these trades because it muddies it all up here. Your internet will stay up, and then you'll have 10 or 15 minutes uh, of screens, right? So I have a little APC unit. It's good for roughly 15 or 16 minutes. I've tested it. It also is a power conditioner, so my electrical devices will last longer. In other words, it's going to keep my voltage instead of spiking up and down a little bit. It's going to keep my voltage regulated right at 120 volts so that all my electronic devices last slightly longer. They don't get 1 to 2% voltage spikes, which that wears stuff out, right? Because voltage is kind of mechanical, right? It's like force. So that does affect how a lot of devices, it affects the life of your electronic devices. Hey, look at me talking about my electrical history. I have a little bit of electricity knowledge from past lives. Anyway, resistance, same zone. Look at on this. Look at on this footprint. Like as I'm distracted, the market's making moves right at where we said is what? Resistance off this area. See that? Still trap longs. Why? Same idea. Can you scalp it? Sure you can. Can you put a stop? So here's always the key. Can you put a stop when you get your signal? Can you put a stop here? Or are you going to stop out more than half the time? Right? You're going to stop out 70% of the time. Can you put a 4-tick stop and get 8 ticks? So that's 2R, right? Or is that too tight for the volatility? What's ATR? Average true range. So what's the true range right now? Let's look at a 14 bar true range. Let's just visually look at it. Then we'll go put ATR on a chart, right? What is this? 14 to 21, 7. All right, 3. All right, now we're at 5, 6, 5, 6. Back down to 4 or 5. All right, so ATR is like 4 or 5 points, right? Is that where ATR is? Anywhere from 4 to 5 points? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go in. Oh, it's saying I'm in a. It's saying I'm on a chart drawing. Okay, studies. ATR. Average true range. There you go. 14 period. Based on the simple moving average. All right. Let's put it in. Oh, I don't know. Gosh, I hate adding stuff to the chart, but we'll do it. All right, 3. Call this ATR. There's the line. And we'll just do this. What's ATR? What is ATR? Display. There it is. 4. See that? Yeah, you can calculate it. So ATR is 4.4. All right, so if your stop is 4 ticks, right? Or 1 point of 4.4 ATR, you're 25% of ATR. Now, let's think of it this way. As the so this is ATR, right? As ATR increases, and your stop, oops, sorry. Oop, my caps lock is on. And your stop decreases in terms of tightness, your probability of winning, or no, I'm sorry, your probability, you could think of it that way too, but your probability of getting stopped out increases. Huh? All right. You guys understand? Why? All right, let's make it applicable. Again, we're making this video useful for level 1 people to watch stuff. All right, let's keep this on. So let's remember what this is. As ATR increases, this is the green, but it's actually turned blue. I don't have a green color, otherwise I'd make it green. So as ATR increases and your stop loss, the yellow, tightens up, your probability of getting stopped out or losing on the trade increases. Why? Let's make it practical. Because ATR is essentially volatility, right? Right? That's volatility. All right, so if this represents 4.8, average up and down movement of candles, the tighter your stop loss, and let's say you're short here, right? And your target is here, the more you are placing a stop loss within market noise. Because you're saying, I'm so skilled that I'm going to be able to get in the market, and the market won't move any higher. And then the market will go and give me 2Rs. Right? So you need to understand, if you're trading, that the tighter your stop loss, the lower the probability of success, especially when your stop loss is less than 1 ATR. Think about that for a second. Now, if your stop loss is 10 points and ATR is 3, right? And you're a swing trader, maybe that's a sweet spot. Maybe that 10-point stop loss is pretty dang tight for you, given your risk. Maybe that's 0.25% risk of your account at a 10-point stop loss for 10 E-mini contracts, right? But your target is 70 points, right? So you have 7 Rs, right? Or your reward is 7 times bigger than your risk. So again, as you go into a tighter and tighter time frame, you can still use all the same tools that you would use on a higher time frame typically. You can aggregate a lot of the things the same way, but as your stop loss tightens, you could also say your skill must increase almost exponentially. So everybody who tells you, look, I can trade and have a 20% win rate on my 10R setups, and I don't care if I lose 8 or 9 or 13 or 14 or 15 times in a row in a 100 trade data set, that's fine. But you better be willing to take 17 losses in a row. And you better take your next 10 trades. If you're mentally bent over and struggling because you just took 17 losses in a row on a 10 to 1R setup, then ask yourself, is that the right setup for me? So, does win rate matter? It might matter for your psychology. It matters for your strategy. But if you have edge, that produces a given win rate over a number of trades, then losing does not matter. What matters is that you keep taking your edge and that you're perceiving your edge correctly. And if you get to a point where you stop perceiving your edge correctly because you don't have rules, you don't have a setup, you're just floating, then you're going to be one of those traders that never gets it. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to teach you guys. I'm trying to teach you setups and how to think about the market. First, how to think about the market. Think about the market from the perspective of trap traders so you can see buy and sell pressure in a more relevant way. And then I'm teaching you setups and how to enter. So in BBWC Nuts and Bolts video, I show you guys how to enter the trade. And I show you examples of my stops. And I tell you, look, this video is meant for you guys to understand the concepts. But we'll get into more videos where we talk about actual entries and where to place stops, and that it's okay to lose as it goes against you because you can still make money. It's exactly what I demonstrated live today. So no BS. Transparency for the win. Not marketing, transparency. That little ish stain, we'll call him little shit stain, trade futures guy, banned. Why? Just a little troll. Talking about me marketing? Come on. This is not marketing. It's just showing you. This is what it is. If it's marketing naturally, then who cares? So anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But, you know, somebody comes in and is like, you're not a perfect trader. Amen. Would any of you guys in the room actually want to be around a perfect trader? Really? You're like, if he was giving me signals. Yes. They don't exist, number one. But number two, you could then not replicate it. Because you're like, this guy only does nothing but win. He's like 95, 100% win rate trader at 0.55 Rs. And then he has the big drawdown where his ego, because he can't really lose, his ego gets involved. And then he gets rolled for big points and doesn't talk about it. Yeah. All right, I see comments, but I'm going to get to them right now. Let's see. Let me get rid of all this garbage now on my footprint. Garbage. ATR, you guys should add it if you don't know how to do this. But I don't like it. It's noise. I do it in my head all the time. All the time. That's what I'm constantly. ATR is always rolling through my head, guys. It's like breathing. If you don't know your risk, get the F out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Boy, look at Linux. Look at how it moves. Whoa. You guys realize chart? Oh, I'm back into chart drawing behavior. Bah, humbug. You guys do realize in Linux that my display, sorry, where is it? Display, there it is. It's set to 40 milliseconds on a footprint. That's the same as my DOM. That's why it looks so pretty. So I could see all this up and down and all around. Look, see that? Ooh, it just keeps up. No problem. See that? Just keeps up. Easy peasy. You're like, why doesn't my Sierra chart perform like this? Well, Linux, good operating system that distributes the processing load in wine to all your cores. I think. I'll learn how to do it one of these days. Dang it. All right, sorry. Let me look at. Oh, sorry. Let me go to Discord for Aaron. I forgot. Got talking. I see you. Let's see if Aaron's in. Nope, he's not in with anything. Let's see. Go into the server settings. Go into the integrations. We'll click the button to sync it. Bing! 46 members now. That's what we've got there. 46. Aaron, you should have access, my friend. Sorry for the delay. The TYP room is going to fill up, and then no more promotion. And then we'll get on YouTube and do the level 2 members only stuff. And then it'll all be archived and recorded for you guys, so you can go back and review it. So all the questions you have. Maybe I'll even do a Discord chat for only the YouTube. So I'll call it YouTube live stream, and I'll keep that chat up, and then that way it's no delay. Even better. And then that way there's a way for you guys to access the archives, essentially. Especially for you guys that work a night job or are in another country and are sleeping right now. Because the Discord in the morning, when I'm talking, it's popping. But, you know, for you guys that are trading Globex, these live streams are good, but we're going to also want to have a place to archive. So that's where sometimes I'm going to have to stream in the morning on YouTube and then connect the Discord. Yep, that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Easy. We'll make it more valuable for these people who are not able to be around in Discord live and hear all the stuff about the market you guys are privy to. Anybody know what pattern this is here? In this area? Right here? Anybody? Hey, Ellie Trading. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Uh, yeah. Anybody? Anybody have it? Anybody have the pattern? Come on, it's going to fail. Or it's going to break out. The pattern's going to break out. All right. Nobody has it. Give you enough time. No. No. Short-term pattern is this. Bing, 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 bing. What's the impulse? That is the impulse. So the impulse is into what? A pennant of some kind. So is it an ascending wedge? Rising wedge. There you go. Yeah, rising wedge. So where's weakness in this setup? The weakness in this setup potentially. So you got to play the pattern for what it is here to here, right? That's your target. Look, we can do classical charting patterns all day long, guys. You notice that? You can do classical charting patterns everywhere. Notice how I don't really talk about many of them? I'm more focused on the horizontal price levels. Do you guys notice that in my trading? I'm constantly talking about horizontals and trap traders. The reason for that is because where volume transacts at the tick is more important than a pattern. Always will be, always has been. But all the classically trained chartists do this. They all focus on these patterns. So what's the stop? The stop is, So the target is something like this. It gives you decent risk reward, but it does not give you good probability. The stop goes here. Oops. Let me put my risk reward tool on. Hold on. My short risk reward. The entry is through the trend line. The stop's up here and your target's here. It's decent risk reward. It's 1.29. Right? Break the trend line. Now, note, this is a volume bar chart. It's not time-based. So you got to be careful about the trend lines. Look what happens, right? We put the trend line on this non-time-based chart. So you just got to be careful. Now go to the 5-minute chart and see what it looks like. Top left, right up here. For you guys trying to put trend lines on stuff, look. Look, not so good. So look, now, see? All right, so the risk reward is the same. It's still the 1.29 Rs. The stop still goes up here. But if you're not playing against structure, you're not playing against trap traders, you're not reading the market in real time, this is just a pattern. This is a pattern making higher lows and higher highs. I'm not a fan of using classical charting patterns everywhere in my trading. You guys know which one I use all the time because we take the opposite side of the meme and we take variance of it. I've talked about it so much in Discord already in the morning. It was the basis for my 80 something short. 84, 85 short. You guys knew that's what I was doing. You knew it on Friday. So Monday when I took the trade and it didn't pan out for as many points as I wanted, you guys know that. Let's see. Look. When you view this market through the lens of rotating out trap traders, look. You see rotations, market goes back. Rotations, back down, market goes back. You would never want to be shorting this market here for the rising wedge. You don't. When you think of the market in terms of horizontals and where price is going back, it gives you a completely different view. Now, is this area where we just broke down earlier here, is that going to offer some resistance? Maybe. Now, are we 20 minutes from the close? Do I always caution the closer you get to the close, and Old Man Morgan, and Goldman Sachs, and all these people with deep pockets who are going to decide what they want to do? Does your support and resistance matter so much? Why do I tell you guys I don't like to trade the last 30 minutes? Because when they buy or when they sell, your line in the sand does not matter. They just rip it. And you all cry that you lose all your profits at the close. Hey, if you're a gambling man or woman, you love it. Because maybe you win it all at the close. You had a bad day because you can't read the market. Then at the close, it's random. And you flip a coin, you go, I think they're buying. Okay. And then when they do, when they go in the direction, boo, it's a 3R trade. And it goes for further than people who are on the opposite side of the trade think, and hey, it turns into a big winner, right? So if you have some kind of edge there, great. I don't. I have edge around settlement at the close, at the last 30 seconds. I have those trades, right? Because it's something I figured out by using the tools in Sierra Chart in a way that nobody else has figured out for real time. Has anybody else talked about VWAP development for settlement in real time on Sierra Chart prior to me? Probably, I don't think so. I could be wrong. No, they talk about they talk about putting settlement on from the daily candles. But do they track the development of settlement? And the movements on a volume bar chart? Do they have defined play and define risk setups. Right? The reason I do that is because I don't follow what everybody else is doing. I think for myself, and I know how to think about the market. So it's what I'm trying to share with you guys. Okay, enough. I'm done. Getting tired. I am getting tired. Oh, Ellie, they are totally useful. Totally. My point is that as on a volume bar chart, the versus a 5-minute chart, the trend lines don't match up because the volume bar chart is not based on time. It's based on volume. So be careful. Be careful with putting non horizontal levels on a volume bar chart and start to do pattern trading. You can still see higher lows, you can still see higher highs, but trend lines, the vast majority of trend line support and resistance is based on time charts. And if you still don't know what I'm talking about, then you need to just, and you have Sierra chart, you need to go in and start putting lines, diagonal trend lines on your volume bars and tie the chart drawings into other time-based charts and then go look and see what happens. Then you'll understand. If the words aren't clicking for you, that's fine. Anyway, I'm going to go read the chat here. Oh! So Bam says, this is a good question. At the opening bell, is it not the same with Goldman? No, it's different. So if you compare opening volume, and bam, this is why you have a HUD that automatically calculates T plus 1 OVWAP. Now, if you have that HUD up, go compare the volumes. Go compare T1, 30-second VWAP opening, and go compare settlement. You notice a difference? Right? So it's about a 500 to 1,000% difference. So now they're different, very different. Good question, man. I like it. Those are the kind of questions that walk the ideas forward and help people to realize that there's a massive difference. Plus, you have the overnight movement of the market, and so you get to see the way that the market has moved in the overnight session, thus giving you an idea of, are traders short or long? So you get and that's why it's more complicated, right? That's why on my chart up here on the TPO, that's why I do this, right? Oy vey. Come on, can you download? It's a little slow right now. I got Discord running. I got TOS running. I got OBS running. Oh boy. YouTube running. Anyway, look at the overnight. This is why I do this. All right, come on. Oh, let's see. Am I going to have my first hiccup? I'm going to have my first hiccup on Linux with all this stuff going. It might. I think Houston, we have a problem here. Let's see. Yep, Houston, we have a problem. All right, so I got to figure this out. It's look. Let me see. Wait, maybe there's a problem where I have done something. Let me see. Sometimes you have a screen and you're just not doing it. Oh, what a dummy. Yeah, I had a chart drawing thing up. on another screen. So there you go. No problem. That's the problem with the user. Okay, so this is why I break it into USA, USA 2, Asia, Europe, right? It's because I want to follow the story in the overnight. Is that more complicated? Bam. It is. It is a little more complicated. So when we start getting into opening setups, and you're like, well, I want to trade like you do in the open because you've really smashed in the open since I've been a part of the Discord. It's true. I do trade the open well, but it's complicated. I've had people in the old Discord ask me for a long time, hey, share all your opening setups. I'm like, it's complicated. They're like, all right. I'm like, look, you guys struggle with the stuff that I'm sharing on the footprint already. And now you want me to give you context about the open all the time? Why don't you go master the stuff I've already shared with you? And then we'll get into it. But anyway, that's why the pace is what it is on the TYP level 2 stuff. That's why I'm being thoughtful about what I'm showing you guys first. And I'm hammering it over and over and over. And I'm talking about it till you guys are sick about hearing of it. Because I know that you guys don't understand it fully yet. And many of you think you do. And you don't. Why? Because of your comments. It's fine. That's good. Just think. Keep thinking about it. Keep thinking about it. And then eventually you're going to get there where you're like, you'll notice the variance yourself. I'll do a video about the variance. So anyway, this BBWC relates to all of this. All of that. Do you see? Do you see things already? Here, we'll put little markers on here, real for you guys. Europe. You see? Yes? No? Probably not. That's fine. The market gives you lots of clues when you understand BBWC. And you understand that the market is trading and rotates out weak hands, trap traders all the time. All the freaking time. Yeah, pause. It's fine. It's good. The more you try to put, I guess, the rubber to the road, right? The more you're going to get whiplash and crash and all of that. But the more you're going to get a feel for the car, the hot ride you're driving, the F1 car that is futures. And it's good. It's a good thing. So look, I'm willing to talk to you guys about all this stuff that I'm sharing. As a matter of fact, as you saw this morning, when I was waiting for trades to set up, what did I do? I started answering your guys' questions in Discord. Because I love when you guys ask me questions about my methodology. I love it. Because I can talk about that I'm an expert on my own methodology. I am not an expert on all of yours. So I'm going to struggle just as much as the next person to understand your way. So no, I'm not going to deconstruct everybody. I'm not going to say when everyone goes, look at my new thing I'm trying. It worked for me this one time. What do you think? Is it viable for the future? I'm not going to go, oh, let me backtest it for you. No. I'm teaching you my ways, my methods, and you ask questions and I'll talk. I'll probably talk for more than you expect. You'll be like, damn, that's the best explanation I've ever heard because why? I know my own method. I'm intimate. So, anyway, let's zoom out. Let's zoom out of this stinking chart. So I'm so happy that Linux wasn't. Look at this. See how fast that's like moving. This is 700 days of data, right? With all these volume by prices. Look at how fast it moves. Look. No lag. Isn't that cool? Anyway, let's get rid of that. Let's go over to the top right. We're getting close to settlement. Settlement is in Roughly 9 minutes. Let's zoom out. Take a look at our volume bars chart now. Hey, notice, what did I tell you guys this morning? We're meandering down into what? Likely time and volume to fill. So we have our thesis right for the higher time frame. What did I tell you guys? The struggle is how do I align myself with that and not get stopped out? Trading is hard. Overused mantra. Trading is hard. But we'll get it. We'll get it. You know what's exciting? As you guys become experts in what I'm teaching, you're going to notice things that I don't. And then you're going to bring them to me and you're going to say, look, what about this? And I'm going to think about it and I'm going to go, damn! If you do a subscription service, sign me up, Scotty. Because you understand it and you're bringing new value. And really what you're going to do is you're going to realize, damn, I really do want to talk to you about markets because you listen to me when I have a good idea. All right? And then when you're competent, we're going to be like, well, there's no reason for me to pay you, Mike, because I'm as competent as you are. I'll be like, yeah, you're right. All right, now we have 25 people. Let's just do our own thing and kill it. And some of you are like, I'm a loner. I'd rather train alone. I'll learn everything you know. I'll apply it. I'll be gone. All right, that's fine. I don't expect that. Everybody's the same. All good. Ugh. Ellie, yes, I do. I do. I absolutely do. I used to diagram it all the freaking time. They're hitting the bid. Look at all these zero prints up here. Stops. We'll see. $90, let's see. What is it? 31, 32, 33. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. We'll even give it a shot here. There we go. That's the best one. There. Nice tight risk. Let's see. I'm such a sucker for the close, guys. Does it illustrate that we're all gamblers at heart as traders? Probably. There's some gambling negative qualities there. You're like, what? You're ruining your image. That's okay. I don't care. Well, 140 coming. There's the liquidity up there. Right? Right, Travis G? There's the liquidity. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Travis is like, do you see what I see? Like, yeah. Yes, I see what you see. Bup. It's alright, Travis. Trade your own account, my friend. Bing! Travis is like, 12-140 coming! No rationale, no logic. It's all good, Travis. It's all good, my friend. It is all good. Some more points. Take them off the chart. All right. We're done. We're done with the close. No more. Let's watch settlement now. Hey, for you guys in level 2, don't forget me. Don't forget to make me talk about why I took this short, okay? I will explain it to you guys. We won't do it in this video. Let's just we'll do it in our next next time we talk about the markets live, okay? And it'll be all laid out why I took the short. Why I was willing to put on risk a little higher, but wanting to get in right away. Okay? We use that MGI, guys. All right. Nuts and bolts. There's actually something else going on, pause, that it's not a variant, it's just something else. But yeah, structurally, great trade. But there's something else going on. Nuts and bolts. It's not nuts and bolts. All right, there goes settlement development. You see the background? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Right? See it? All right, let's do this. Settlement is developing. Last 30 seconds. See it? Oh, let's see. Here we go. Settlement development. The background. It's the last 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Boring. What's T1? 30 percentile. Boring. Boring. No trade. FOMC tomorrow, guys. Have a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you're here, haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Have a really great rest of your evening. I hope you guys join the level 2, hang out with a bunch of cool traders, and we can all trade seriously and learn together. So have a good one. Peace out.